All right, welcome to the Attack the Rack podcast, along with our co-host Ryan Klingler. My name is Curt Van Hecken. I'm sipping on a cocktail here. Shout out to my cuz Fuzz.
Hey, Attack the Rack fans, do you ever wake up tired and or lethargic in the morning, or perhaps feel lethargic and tired in the mid-afternoon when you still have a few hours left in that long work day? Well, today's sponsor has a product that can help you. The sponsor of today's program is Energy.
Ooh, good one.
A little pep in the step there. Energy can provide you with that giddy up you need when you're feeling tired and a little bit down and out. I use Energy, and you should too.
Nice. Yeah, thank you, Energy.
Yeah.
It's a great thing to have, great product.
I just got the pop. Let's go.
All right. You got a little giddy up?
Wait, look, giddy up. Way to go, Energy.
All right. So let's go back and let's start with the top three from last week. We did top three, or our favorite three coaches.
Okay, yeah.
It was a tie, 50-50.
Oh, really?
50%. First time we've had a tie.
You don't see that happen very often.
No, you don't. So, again, I had Sparky Anderson, Jerry Tarkanian, and Mike Leach. And, Ryan, you had Bill Parcells, Jim Harbaugh, and Phil Jackson. 6 really great coaches there.
There are.
And
legends in their own right.
And the Attack the Rack fans have spoken. And they like each list the same, 50-50.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys watched, but Ryan and I went live during the Michigan-Nebraska game. Not the most exciting game in the world. I made it a little rough to kind of go live and keep the energy going and keep,
First time working through some kinks, through the lulls. Now that we've got Energy as a sponsor, maybe that'll help.
Yeah. Thank you again to Energy for sponsoring us. They're going to provide us with some free energy, so that will help. But it just wasn't the most exciting game in the world, which was kind of to be expected.
Yep,
Michigan was a heavy favorite, but you just never know. Going on the road in the Big Ten, you never know.
Yeah.
What did you think? What did you think of Michigan's first road game of the year?
Well, it's always nice to get, a win's a win on the road. Obviously, still going into Nebraska, whether they're good or not, still got to play well. I thought they played extremely well in the first half and then kind of coasted. Nothing wrong with that. That's Michigan football. It's probably going to be how a lot of the games are until we get Penn State.
Yeah.
So bear with them.
Yep.
Stick with them. We're saving our best for last.
Yep, and they're still maintaining that number 2 spot.
Yeah. Hey, there were some people that had them in number 1.
Yeah, though they're getting quite a few first-place votes.
Yeah.
So, and then, on the road again this week at Minnesota. Night game Saturday night.
Yep.
They are a 19-point favorite.
I think Minnesota's struggled this year so far.
Right.
So why not? I'd take the points.
Yeah. I'd
give the points.
Yeah, definitely. I think I don't know why. What was the line at Nebraska ended up being 17 and a half.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about them covering that, but.
Yeah, because usually, they struggle in that 20-point range because they don't just kill teams or blow them out. So, but they handle business at Nebraska. I think they're kind of just their defense is obviously really solid. So that's that makes it tough for teams to score. And
they can literally hold Minnesota to like a field goal.
Yeah.
And then to cover, all they got to do is score.
Yeah.
22.
Score 3-4 touchdowns and. Get a couple field goals themselves, and all of a sudden they got to cover. So I'd expect them to go there, handle business, and then get back to work.
Yep, and J.J. McCarthy, another good game. At some point, I think we got to start talking about him as a Heisman candidate. Even though, there is a handful of quarterbacks this year that are.
Yeah, I don't think his numbers will ever be able to say, "Hey, I'm a Heisman guy."
Well,
but if they're undefeated. Penn State, Ohio State, and then a playoff type atmospheres that those could push them into that category of like, hey, I didn't need to have big stats. I just led my team to win.
Well, I think he is leading the country or top 5 in like completion percentage.
Yeah.
But again, he's only playing 3 quarters a game.
Yeah, and they're not throwing it. They're not throwing it 5 times. They're throwing it 15 to 20. I don't know what he's averaging, but I'm sure it's not much more than that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, great game at Nebraska on the road, and hopefully that'll continue. Should continue.
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Did you happen to see the updated schedule for next year, Curt?
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Washington, Oregon, USC.
Yeah, right.
Woo-wee.
That'd be a little tougher.
Plus they play Texas.
Now, did you see? Did they? Was that USC game home or away?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Dale, take a peek at that.
Yeah.
I didn't bring my phone with me, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. But again, on top of that, obviously then they have Ohio State.
Yeah.
Do they play Penn State still?
I doubt they have Penn State. I don't think I saw them on the schedule next year.
Okay. So you got Oregon, Washington, USC, Ohio State, and then they play non-conference early in the season, Texas too.
Yeah.
So. Woo-wee!
Good reason for everybody to come back and have a little fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to the Lions now.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously, we've already during our we've already talked about their Packers win, great win.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Almost looked like a home game for the Lions with all those Honolulu blue jerseys in the crowd. This week, they're actually a double-digit favorite, 10 points, home against Carolina.
When do you think the last time they were double-digit favorites?
I know it's been a while. Do you?
I don't know off the top of my head.
No, it's been a long time. I mean.
So what do we feel? What do you feel, Curt? How do you think?
Last year they struggled at Carolina.
Yeah.
Needed that win. That loss probably cost them a playoffs spot. No, I think I don't know if they're going to cover 10 points, but just because I don't know, they're still just a little bit. That makes me wonder if at some point we're going to see the same old Lions. But I think they win the game.
Yeah, I think they cover.
Yeah.
Right, rookie QB in Carolina.
Yeah, and
with our defense, I think gives them a little bit, maybe a little more something to worry about.
But our defense, you just never know.
You don't. But again, you're talking a rookie QB. Give them a different looks, a little bit of pressure. We got some, obviously Hutch could go have a game because he'll be able to bring the heat.
Yep.
I like. I mean, there's probably nobody who would say, "Hey, take the Lions and give the points," but looking at it, and again, I just think you're on the road, rookie QB. Carolina's had a couple nice wins. They're playing tough. I think they're a player or two away from really maybe trying to make a run at anything like a playoff run into the playoffs. So I like take the points.
Okay.
Or give the points, lay the points. Is that what it is?
Give the points. Yeah, right. Well, or same thing.
Yeah, is it I don't know.
Yeah.
I try not to gamble. It's dangerous.
Where do you think the Lions stack up now at this juncture in the NFC?
Oh, in the NFC? I mean, they got to be talked about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, God, the NFC is not exactly dominant.
No, I mean, I would put the 49ers ahead of them.
Yes, yeah, I would
I'd
too.
probably put the Eagles ahead of them.
Yeah, but hey, we played the Eagles tough last year.
Yeah.
So I think the way the Niners are playing, they're probably the one team that's maybe jumped above everybody.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Eagles are probably close behind, but I think just the way we played against the Eagles last year, I'm not afraid to take them on. And
would you put the Lions ahead of the Cowboys?
Yeah, just on the consistency. Not that the Lions have some built-in consistency, but I think just compared to last year, building over from last year.
Yeah.
Right. In Dallas, you don't know with Dak. I mean, things look good right now, but how quickly that can fade, and I'd put them ahead. I'd put the Lions ahead of the Cowboys.
Yeah, I would too. I would too. I would put Lions third right now in the NFC.
Yeah. I was gonna say for sure top 5.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but I think they're gonna lose a game that they shouldn't because that's the Lions. But I think they could still win a couple games that maybe they shouldn't. So.
Yeah. And then speaking of the city of Detroit Tigers ended their season over the weekend. They actually finished in second place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now they were still, 8-ish games under 500. So probably one of the worst divisions in baseball.
Well, hey, you don't have to mention that part and just say
I think
second.
they had one of the best division records in the major leagues.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Hey, they're still probably, a little ways away.
Oh, they're a long ways away.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
that's not the story.
The story, Miguel Cabrera.
Sure.
Retired. Career comes to an end.
How long did he play, Curt? We know?
Well, he was I think he was on the Marlins when they won the World Series back in, what was that? Early 2000s? I mean, he had a good 20-year career.
Okay, yeah. So 2001 maybe is one of the...
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, right? 2002?
No, I think
Dale, you're kind of slacking over there.
Yeah.
We need to speed up the...
I think Marlins won it in maybe 02? 03?
Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So
what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on Miggy's stamp on the franchise?
Oh, I think he's the all-time best Detroit Tiger player of all time.
Really?
Yeah, who else would it be? I mean, there's a lot of them. Al Kaline.
Yeah.
From a hitter's standpoint, from an offensive standpoint, there's a lot of great players. But, I mean, not only is Miguel Cabrera the best Tiger of all time, he's, top 10 all-time player.
Really?
Yeah, hands down.
Huh.
Yeah.
His stats say that?
Yeah.
I'm not a baseball guy.
Yeah.
So he's top 10 all time?
500 home runs. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. He's probably a top 10 hitter of all time.
Then you hit the throw him in the top of the Tigers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And just a phenomenal dude. I mean,
that's what it sounds like.
Just loved playing baseball, loved having fun.
Well, they're playing a kid's game.
They're getting paid to play a kid's game. But a lot of them don't realize that. He definitely did.
He did. He enjoyed it.
If we had more professional athletes with his attitude and
charisma.
Yeah. It'd be a lot more fun.
Probably.
A lot better out there.
Yeah. Maybe I'd watch it a little more.
So, Miguel, if you're watching,
I'm sure watching.
If you're watching the Attack the Rack podcast, congratulations on a great great career. We're gonna miss you.
Yep.
Even though he did get a job already in the front office.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah.
Sure, it's gonna be a lot of work.
A really demanding job, I'm sure.
So, all right, Ryan. Well, hey, let's wrap her up here with the.
Hey, Curt, before we do this, I got to give a little shout out. So I had someone reach out.
Okay.
Want to join the show for a podcast.
Wanted to be a guest?
You want to be a guest.
Okay.
So give a shout out because I haven't got back to me. I've been busy. Parent-teacher conferences this week with some coaching stuff. And so I've been running a little ragged. Sammy Go Blue, I got your message, and I'll reach out to you shortly.
Sam Clayas?
Huh? Sam Clayas. Yeah,
dude, I was thinking about how we're going to have him on as a guest.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
He talks some Michigan football.
Yeah, he hit me up and said, hey, I got to get on the podcast. So
yes.
I haven't got back to him yet, but
we'll lock it down.
Yeah, we'll lock it down. We'll get with you this week.
Producer Dal will get on that.
Yep, we'll have our guys get a hold of you. Our guys will get a hold of your guys, and then we'll work it out. Sammy Go Blue. All right.
Yes. That's so funny you said that because I've been thinking that, Sammy.
Oh, really? Hey,
oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, man, that would be great.
Yeah.
I would love to just sit
bring
here.
a little inside Michigan.
Dude, you remember when we were coaching with him and we were, you probably don't remember this because you remember. We were going to an away game and we were just grilling them with like just the most random Michigan football players. Yeah. And he was able to tell us what number they wore.
Wow. Well, hey, there's a reason he's Sammy Go Blue.
Exactly.
So
biggest Michigan fan I know.
Yeah. Right. So we'll reach out.
Yeah, that'll be great.
That'll be
awesome.
Your people. We'll work it out.
That'll be a lot of fun.
All right, back to.
All right, so we're gonna wrap her up here. Top 3 brought to you by Realtor Ryan. Ring Realtor Ryan, not this Ryan. All right, so top 3 Ryan. This week it is
It's my pick.
Your pick.
Oh wow. Wow.
Should we figure out who goes first?
Sure. Yeah, that gives me a little bit of time to think about what I want to ask.
All right. I am thinking of right now the Chicago Bears. We didn't even talk about this. Right now as we're recording this, the Bears are playing out of their minds right now.
So it's only one half of football.
One half of football. DJ Moore.
As my middle school coaches once told me, one half does not make a game.
That is a true statement.
That is.
Takes 2 halves.
Takes 2 halves. Yep.
But DJ Moore has about 1,000 yards and 2 touchdowns already.
Oh.
As the Bears are finally looking like a NFL team. And speaking of the Bears,
hey,
Dick Butkus, rest in peace.
Wow. Hey, there's a football player for
There is a football player.
Yes. Just old school snot coming out your nose to knock you silly.
Yes.
So shout out and rest in peace, Dick Butkus.
Yes. What were you gonna say?
No, I'll come back to that.
Okay. So the Chicago Bears are playing the Washington. I still like to call them the football team. I like that name a lot better than the Commanders. So I'm thinking of either the Chicago Bears or I'm thinking of the Washington football team.
Oh.
Which one am I thinking of? If you get it right, you go first.
I think just knowing who you are, you're a big fan of that football team. So I'm going to go Washington.
I'm actually not a fan of them at all. But
just the name.
I like the name. I love that name. I think every sports team should just go and change their name to their city and whatever sport they are team.
The Detroit.
So the Detroit basketball team, the Detroit football team, and the Detroit Tigers, or the Detroit baseball team. That way no one can get offended.
Yeah, true. Hey, it sounds like some of our sponsors.
Yeah.
We probably could pick up a sponsor like that.
Yeah.
They'd be right up our alley.
Right, yes, for sure.
All right.
Unfortunately, I decided I was going to think of the team that was winning.
Okay.
And the Bears are winning.
Oh.
So I went with the Bears.
Yeah. Most of the time you go with the team that you like the most.
Yeah.
So I got you.
So, man,
you got me on that one.
You still haven't gone first ever, have you?
You got me. No.
Huh.
Someday,
yeah. So the way it'll work is we do a snake-style draft. So since Ryan was not able to win the figure out who goes first game, I go first. I'll get the first pick. He'll get the second and third snake-style draft. I get the third and fourth and fifth, and he gets the sixth.
Yeah.
So
something like that.
So what do we got? Top 3.
Hey, how about the top 3, Curt? Top 3 most hated Halloween candy you can receive when you're trick or treating.
Okay, well for me, hands down.
No, no time at all.
The number 1.
Okay.
And I'm guessing this is not going to be get me a lot of votes.
Yeah.
But I'm coming from the heart.
Okay.
I'm honest.
Okay.
I hate Twizzlers licorice.
Oh wow.
Hate it.
Man.
Oh.
That probably should not get that. Hopefully that gives me the advantage.
Yeah. So.
I'm gonna go. I got 2 in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I probably disliked as a child the most was probably getting some type of frickin' certificate. Even though you think that would probably be decent, but then how do you get there?
Yeah.
You're a kid.
True. Right.
Those things are going to waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're disappearing.
What were some certificates you got?
McDonald's,
okay.
give me a free cone.
Yeah.
Come on, really? Yeah. Burger King. It was usually probably something they got free in their bag and they handed out a couple times.
Sure.
Like a Wendy's Frosty. Come on, seriously, come on now. I mean, not that they're bad, but number 2.
All right, so certificate. Okay. A gift certificate.
Yep. See, I just thought of that question, so I'm just trying to. Man, I had one on the top of my head, Curt. What am I thinking? How about any type of candy corn?
Candy corn, okay.
Yeah.
I like candy corn, but
did you like it as a kid?
I like it. I just think it's a
No.
little. I think it's a little sketchy
Okay.
for Halloween because it's not wrapped.
Yeah, I feel like they came in like little packages.
Oh,
There were
really?
Like 6 or 8 of them.
Okay.
So I just,
Okay.
I could be wrong. Maybe you know my memory, Kurt.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's an okay choice.
Okay.
A lot of people don't like candy corn.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go with what's a candy bar that has coconut? It was a Mound bar. Mound.
Almond Joy.
Does Almond Joy have coconut in it?
Almond Joy. Yeah, Almond Joy has like the coconut underneath the almond.
Yeah, I know.
But a Mound's bar is all coconut, nothing else.
And chocolate.
And chocolate.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Mound bar.
Ooh.
Hate coconut.
Ooh, I always loved the Mound bar.
Yeah.
I think I would never buy a full size Mound bar.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind the little fun size one because it was like just a little something different for you.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I'm going Mound bar.
All right.
And then for my last choice, I'm gonna go peanut M&Ms.
Oh my goodness! If I don't win this one, people, just based on those.
Well,
go ahead.
I'm coming from the heart.
Hey, go for the heart.
And that's because I like plain M&Ms. So I don't. So if I'm walking up and I'm like gonna get some M&Ms, I want it to be plain M&Ms. So when I receive a peanut M&Ms, I'm extremely disappointed.
Really?
Yes.
I would never buy or want to eat regular plain M&Ms.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
No,
It's like pure chocolate.
It's great.
Yeah, I like a little.
They melt in your mouth.
Yeah,
Not in your hands.
Well, that's
not true.
that isn't true at all. It depends on the heat. Okay, all right, Kurt. I'm gonna go, and I don't know if there's like a certain name for this stuff, but I feel like there was like a taffy candy that you got wrapped up.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't know what it was called.
Yeah,
it was just like wrapped up. Yeah. It was like a little square.
It's like gross.
So should we just say taffy?
Taffy. I think it was just taffy.
Yeah.
Like
I know what you're talking about, and I would have said it. I just didn't know what to call it.
Yeah. I thought for sure. That's what I was trying to think of first. But I think if I care, come on, viewers. Come on now. But go ahead.
Yeah, so I got
recap. We got to recap.
I got Twizzlers,
Yep.
Mound Bar, peanut M&Ms.
Yes, I'm going any type of like certificate, free something, whatever. What else did I say there? Shoot. What else did I say? Oh, candy corn.
Candy corn.
And then taffy.
Taffy.
Yeah.
Yep. Did you ever get like I remember getting pennies before when I was
Really? I was gonna say something about coins.
Yeah. Someone handed out pennies.
Like, what are you doing with that? Well, you're a kid and you need 5 cents.
Yeah.
I mean, today, what does 5 cents get you? Not a whole lot.
No.
Not a whole lot, Kurt.
Back in my day, you got a gallon of gasoline.
Yeah, did it? No, not that long ago. All right. Well, hey.
All right, cool.
How do we vote? How do they vote?
Vote on the Attack the Rack YouTube channel. You select the tab Community, and it'll be right at the top of the list. And you gotta scroll over.
You gotta scroll. You gotta move it.
Yep. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe, like this video, share it with a friend, and we will see you next week. Go Blue.
Out.